Alright, so here we are on lesson 6. We are collecting rational number-like terms. So we are going to split this up into 2 days. So we're going to do a few examples today and then a few more in the next video. So for right now, I want you to just cross off. We're not doing any of these. Alright, we don't need them. But instead, I'd like you to write this one down. So number 1 is going to be 3/4 x plus 5/6 x plus 2/3. Alright, so it's the same idea. We are still combining like terms, but now we've got rational numbers. Okay, so if we're going to look at the x's here, we're going to have to get some common denominators. So we can use a common denominator of 12. So that means we can multiply this first one by 3 on the top and the bottom, and the second one 5/6 by 2 on the top and the bottom. So when we go to rewrite this, we would get 9/12 x plus 10/12 x, then just plus 2/3. And I'm going to leave this one alone because we have nothing to combine it with. So I won't make any extra work for us. So now, it's just like adding fractions. 9/12 plus 10/12 would be 19/12 x plus 2/3, right? And that's our simplified expression. So that's pretty much all we're doing today. So we're going to do a few more examples, right? Let's look down here at example 16. This is 2/3 n minus 3/4 n plus 1/6 n plus 2 2/9 n. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the 2 2/9 to an improper fraction. So this would be 20/9. Alright, and then I'm going to work with all of this. So when we look at 3, 4, 6, and 9, our common denominator is going to have to be 36. So that means here we are multiplying the entire thing by 12. The second one we're going to end up multiplying by 9. The third by 6. And then the last one we'll have to do by 4. Okay, so you're going to have to hang in there with me, and we'll go one step at a time. So 3/9 times 12/12, so we would get 24/36 n. And we have minus 3/4 times 9 would give us 27/36 n. Then plus, if we multiply by 6, we would end up with 6/36 n. Then plus 40/36 n. So now that we all have common denominators, we can just start combining. So 24 minus 27 would be minus 3n/36. I'm going to bring everything else down. Plus 6/36 n plus 40/36 n. So now we have negative 3 plus 6 would give us a positive 3/36 n plus 40/36 n. And then when we add 3 plus 40, we end up with 43/36 n, which we can't simplify, so that is our final answer. Alright, so we're going to flip over to the next page. We've got 2 more here I want to do. Alright, so same thing, we're trying to combine like terms. So our denominators here, we have 5, 6, 10, and 5. So our common denominator, oh sorry, the 1/6 is actually by itself. So first of all, maybe this will help. Let's underline all the g's. So 2/5 g, whole g, and then 3/10 g. So for those, our common denominator is going to have to be, let's look at it, it's going to have to be tenths. So that means we're multiplying the first one by 2 on the top and bottom, the first one by 10 on the top and bottom, and then we're leaving the last one. So we would get 4/10 g minus 1/6, then minus 10/10 g plus 3/10 g, and then minus 4/5. So again, I'm going to underline all the g's, Okay, so now I'm going to combine like terms. So we have 4 minus 10, which gives us negative 6, plus a 3 gives us a negative 3 over 10g. So we've taken care of that. Now we still have minus 1/6 minus 4/5. So now we're going to need common denominators. So I'm going to go on up here. So we have negative 3/10g. Now common denominator here is going to have to be 30. So that means we're going to multiply the first one by 5 and the second one by 6. So that means we would have minus 5/30 minus 24/30. So if we combine again, we still have our negative 3/10g. Then negative 5 minus 24 gives us a minus 29/30. Right? And this is our final answer. Okay. So this next one, the last one we're going to do today, we've got we have I's and H's. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to separate my terms a little bit and I'm going to combine them. So I'm going to put all the I's together first. So we have I plus 6I minus 3/7 I, and then one more plus 1/2 I. Alright, so this is our first grouping. Plus, now our H's I'm going to do in blue, so we can see the difference here. So our H's, where'd my blue go? Alright, we have, let's see, we have 1/3 H minus H, and then plus 1/4 H. So now we need common denominators. So if we go back to our I's, our common denominator with all of these is going to have to be 14. So here we would have 14 over 14I, and then we would have plus, this one's going to be a bigger number, this would be 82 over 14I. I'm going to double check that in the calculator really fast. 6 times 14 is, oh, it's 84. Glad I checked it. So this would be 84I. And then minus 6 over 14I plus 7 over 14I. Okay, so that's the first part. Now we do the H's. Plus, so here our common denominator is going to have to be 12. So we would end up with 3, oh, not 3. We would end up with 4/12 H minus 12/12 H plus 3/12 H. Okay, so we have all our common denominators. Now we just need to combine our like terms. So if we look at our 84, or our I's first, sorry. So we have 14 plus 84, then which would give us 98, minus 6 would give us 92, plus 7 would give us 99. So this ends up being 99 over 14I, plus, now for our H's, we have 4 minus 12, which gives us negative 8, plus 3 would give us a negative 5/12 H. So if we wanted to rewrite it to make it look nicer, a final answer I'll put in orange. We have 99/14 I minus 5/12 H. Okay, so I know this seems like a lot, and it's probably going to take some extra paper, alright? But we all know how to find common denominators, so I think we'll be alright. And we're going to do some more practice tomorrow in class with this, so bring your questions to class.